Marilyn Manson quotes that will instantly strike a chord. Marilyn Manson, American musician, born 1969. Don't forget subscribe. Music is the strongest form of magic. If you want to find out who your real friends are, sink the ship. The first ones to jump aren't your friends. I never said to be like me. I say be yourself and make a difference. Times have not become more violent. They have just become more televised. I have mood poisoning. Must be something I hate. The death of one is a tragedy, but death of a million is just a statistic. When all of your wishes are granted, many of your dreams will be destroyed. In a society where you are taught to love everything, what value does that place on love? All the drugs in the world won't save us from ourselves. Relationships never break cleanly. Like a valuable vase, they are smashed and then glued back together. Smashed and glued until the pieces just don't fit together anymore. Find what you are afraid of, face it, and then you won't be afraid of it anymore. When someone was willing to drown with me, I really didn't want to drown anymore. I remember growing up, saying you're an artist, it sounds pretentious, but now it's one of the only dignified things that you can call yourself. Part of me is afraid to get close to people because I'm afraid that they're going to leave. When you're taught to love everyone, to love your enemies, then what value does that place on love? Not only are love and hate such closely related emotions, but it's a lot easier to hate someone you've cared about than someone you never have. I walked away exhilarated by my success because there's nothing like making a difference in someone's life, even if that difference is a lifetime of nightmares and a fortune in therapy bills. My pain's not ashamed to repeat itself. I fall in love with everything. I also hate everything. It's very hard to be a misanthrope and a romantic. That becomes the revolution, to be idealistic enough that you think you can change the world, and what you find is you can't change anything but yourself. A lot of people don't want to make their own decisions. They're too scared. It's much easier to be told what to do. If you intend to create something that people will observe and listen to, you've got to listen to them first. I was becoming the cold, emotionally crippled monster I always wanted to be, and I wasn't so sure I liked it. But it was too late. The metamorphosis was already well underway. This question is posed to myself. Am I a man who thinks he's an angel, or an angel who thinks he's a man? This is the culture you're raising your kids in. Don't be surprised when it blows up in your face. Art is a big question mark. The imagination is precious. Don't lose it. Don't lose the child in you. If you act like a rock star, you will be treated like one. I traveled into the future to get back in time. Anyone I may have used should feel happy that they even had a use. It's better than being useless. Everybody has a light and a dark side, and neither can exist without the other. Without the threat of death, there's no reason to live. The fact that nobody liked me at school began to fade out of my mind like blue magic marker reminders scrawled on the back of a greasy fist. Greasy fist. Marilyn Manson. Hello world and hello universe. Thank you all very much. People don't necessarily confide in one another to get something off their chest. They want something. Reassurance, which is a hard gift to give convincingly. Morals are worn as a badge to make you look good, and it's so much easier to talk about your beliefs than to live up to them. The extremes, whether good or bad, don't fit into society's definition of normality. The key to changing the way people think is to change what's popular. That's why rather than submit to the mainstream, you have to become it, and then overcome it. It wasn't very useful preparation for the real world, turning all these graduates loose every year with the expectation that life will be fair and everyone will be treated equally. The balance between good and evil, and the choices we make between them, are probably the single most important aspects shaping our personalities and humanity. Not only are love and hate such closely related emotions, but it's a lot easier to hate someone you've cared about than someone you never have. We spoke of religion and how much of it is just a custom preserving practical codes of health, morality, and justice that are no longer necessary for group survival, like not eating animals with cloven hooves. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.